Welcome to yoga. Namaste. For this practice, we are going to begin sideways on our mats. You may want to begin that way as well to be able to have a mat or cushioning under the knees for certain postures. And it's highly likely you might need some extra support. A small pillow, a bolster, a big pillow, maybe a block or two. Inhale to cat, coming onto all fours. Exhale to tortoise. Widen the knees and the ankles and sit between the feet, rolling up through the spine. Now you may find that this is too intense of a stretch. For just a little bit of support, place the small pillow under the hips. For more support, the bolster or even the block can turn it any of the directions and place it under the spine. So begin in tortoise. The eyes can close if you'd like, or they could remain open and focused, relaxed gaze. Observe the breath. Natural breath flows in and out. Flow into complete breath. Let the breath flow in and expand low, mid, upper lungs. Breathe out and release upper, mid, lower lungs. Follow the flow in and out. Complete breath in. Chest remains relaxed. Exhale, complete breath out. If you'd like, flow into victory breath. Add the subtle sound of across the throat while breathing in and out through the nostrils. So it's not an externally or mouth created sound, it's internal and subtle. Inhale in tortoise. Exhale, tortoise 2. Hinge at the hips and bring the forearms to ground. Aim to keep the hips on the earth. If you feel the hips lifting, you might need support under the hips, or you could have support under the forearms and not go as deeply into the forward bend. Long, deep, complete, or victory breath. Exhaling, flowing into extended penguin. Some will go directly out, and others will come up through a tortoise into a cat. So you can roll up and then come forward into cat and then open the knees. If you're going directly out from the tortoise 2, Exhale, start to widen the knees and slide the hips forward. And then widen the feet so that you end up with a right angle at the hip, at the knee, and at the ankle. Some will need props here. The idea is for the hips to be lower than the upper spine. So you may want a bolster under the torso, or even a bolster with a block to create an inclined plane, and maybe even a bolster with a pillow on top, or a bolster block and pillow, forehead releasing to the props. See what's needed. Aim to have the props under the torso and the hips free to release, rather than supporting the hips. Here is a side view of extended penguin. So notice the right angle here at the hip, knee, and feet, with the hips releasing. Again, with props as desired. This is quite an intense stretch in the inner thighs and the groin. When ready, follow an inhalation in, and then on the exhalation, extended frog. Start to slide the feet in towards one another. And keep sliding. And then you may find you get to a point where you can't bring the feet any closer together and sustain there. If it's more of an angle issue of the knees, you may need to let the hips slide forward a bit to let the feet come further in. And once again, this is quite an intense stretch, so you may find that you need some prop support. Same idea here, to have the support underneath the torso and let the hips be free to release. So see what is needed and do that. Here again is the side view. So the feet aim to come together, sides of the feet to ground, not lifted. So the heels aren't up in the air, but they're released. And you may have the props for support. Continue with the long, deep breath. When ready to release, bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lift up in the torso like a cobra position. And then exhale, slide the hips back to tortoise. For some, you may need to come into a cat on all fours first to allow the hips to move back, roll up into tortoise. This is where we're going to turn. Inhale, take a quarter turn toward the front of the mat. Bring the hands, pivot on the knees. Exhale, tortoise. Sit between the feet, rolling up. Option of sitting on a block or pillow or bolster. Inhale, cat. Come forward into all fours. Extended cat. Inhale, lengthen the right toes back and lift to about hip height. Exhale, release the toes to earth, and then the knee draws in. Inhale, left side, extended cat, toes reach out, then lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, right side, lengthening and lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, left, extended cat. Exhale, release. Once more at your own breath pace. This time, as the left comes into cat, exhale to child, hips towards the heels. Release vertebra by vertebra. Relax the arms, the shoulders, the neck, the head. Forehead can be on a prop or to ground. For some who have more limited time, you could take the deep relaxation here in child at this time. Just relax and let go. Inhale, option. Roll to natural seat. Tucking crown to base, bring the hands in as the torso slides up and then unfolds. Hands can come to the heart center. Exhale, L seat. The hands release for some support by the hips. Move the hips to one side and swing the legs forward together into an L. Then lift the hips to come forward on the mat with plenty of space to recline behind. Repeat that as needed. One hand to each knee, or the hands can be behind. Exhale, knees to chest. Slide the hands out or tuck the spine and hold onto the knees. And roll down the spine into knees to chest. Relax the back. Bring the knees in. Arms one hand to each knee or in a mudra around. Nice, long, relaxed neck. Exhale, prep for hip side stretch. Release the arms out, perpendicular from the body as the feet release. And lengthen the left leg out. Inhale, lift up by pressing down through the right foot. Turn onto the outer left leg and hip. Exhale, hip side stretch. Release the lower body toward the left, the upper body toward the right, or keep the head upright. Aim to have the shoulders remaining grounded. Option to have the head looking upward rather than turning. Release across the chest, across the spine from base to crown. Spinal rotations help release a lot of back tension. Back pain is so common. It's important to find opportunities to release it and to stretch. When ready, exhale, unwind. Let the hips come back to ground, the right foot to ground. Unwind all the way up the spine to the crown, even out the hips. Inhale, slide the left foot in, partial recline. Exhale, tuck through the tailbone, bring the knees in, arms around for knees to chest. Other side. Exhale, prep, hip side stretch. Release the feet, open the arms out. palms up, right side slides out. Inhale, lengthen and turn, lifting the hips slightly onto the outer right hip. Exhale, release the lower body toward the right. The upper body either stays looking upward or turns to the left. Deep, deep spinal rotation. Aim to relax as much as you can throughout the whole body. Feel the stretch. Up and down, side to side, spiral or diagonal. Exhale, release. From the base to crown, unwind. Bring the hips center, even out by pressing the left foot down. Inhale through partial recline, right foot slides in. Exhale, knees to chest. Slide the knees in, the arms around. Exhale, partial recline, feet and arms release to earth, palms face up, into reclined butterfly. Open the knees, soles of feet together. Option of props under feet or knees, or a small pillow, folded blanket under the head. Let the body relax. Awareness follows the breath. Long, expansive breath. Relaxed. Either remain here in reclined butterfly or exhale, knees to chest. Circle the knees apart. Bring the arms over, interlaced, or one hand to the knees. Exhale, tranquility. Through partial recline, one leg at a time or both, slide out. Just let go. Let the breath flow. Return to a natural breath that is effortless. Let go. Namaste.